Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today to discuss barley leaf rust with Keith Jayasena from our Albany office. Thank you, Keith.
Thank you, Dominic, for introducing me and to organize this webinar in timely manner. Today we are talking about the new pathotype we identified in 2013 and their implication for the current farming environment for 2015. This is new pathotype is already established from detection from 2013 to 2014 in the southern region. Once the disease is established, it's difficult to manage. At current, the estimated cost is about 11 million. If you don't control the disease, 22 million yield loss. And it's a social disease that everybody should take some interest and try to manage this disease for reasons I mentioned above. Why we are concerned about the leaf rust this season? Plenty of infected material we seen in 2014, and we had January to April on and off rain. The other factor was retention of barley regrowth in the region, which the farmers are reluctant to do spraying or get rid of the green bridge. The reason they have to feed the sheep. The other thing is after establishing spore trap before the season starts and detection of those rust spores from the spore traps. And these spore traps have been established 2015 in 9 locations from East Kendenup, Tenderden, North Wigenerup, South Stirling, Noallen, Pallinup, Narelalup, Welsted and Mount Barker. And all those 9 locations, the spore traps detects rust spores, indication what is in the air. So you are going to get it. This slide indicates on the left is the malt varieties. On the right side is the feed varieties growing over Australia, and the varieties which has been marked in maroon color are the popular varieties growing in WA, and there are genes involved, resistant genes involved, RPH3, RPH12, RPH Cantala and so forth. What are the implications? The new pathotype 5457P minus, presence of that pathotype has shift whole variety resistant profile. For like RPH3, the susceptibility of BAS observed in 2013. The varieties with RPH20, there is no changes. For example, Flinders, Lathrop, Granger and Oxford. A trial, 2-year trial we did, but this slide is only 2014. We use six varieties: Bass, Lathrop, Westminster, Shepherd, Flinders, Granger. Bass is the only variety which had RPH3, and from Lathrop to Granger had many genes involved. And what we did in this experiment is to no sooner you see the rust, you spray, we call that T1 spray, then subsequently 4 weeks after we sprayed, that was at 32. So 3 treatments, untreated, single spray and double spray. What we see from here is if you don't protect the varieties with RPH3, the yield penalty will be much higher than the rest of the varieties. There is no yield penalty. The Bass, if you don't spray, it's roughly about 0.1 ton. Single application over 2 ton, and 2 sprays 3 ton. So you have to use fungicides to manage this disease where varieties have only RPH3 gene. In summary, The new pathotype currently only detected in the south coast. Current barley varieties grown in WA have either single RPH3 gene or adult plant resistant gene, RPH20, a combination of both, and some unknown adult plant resistant genes. Varieties which possesses only RPH3 gene, as from our experiment, shows that they need fungicide spraying. Varieties which RPH20 involve little or no change, but you have to closely monitor. For example, Granger and Oxford. So know the resistant ranking of the variety being used in your farm to budget for fungicide application in high risk environment.
Thank you, Keith. We've just had someone ask the question what to do if they've seen leaf rust in their barley crop already. This will depend on which variety you're growing and to whether you will be applying fungicides directly or not. If it's Compass or Bass, which are highly susceptible to the leaf rust, we suggest that you spray immediately, monitor the crop, and then be prepared to reapply it in 3 to 4 weeks. If it's a moderately susceptible variety, we suggest you look at applying fungicide at stem extension if the leaf rust is already present, or however monitor it and then apply when the flag -1 has emerged. In an MRMS and MR varieties, we suggest you apply fungicide if disease is detected at less than 5% leaf area before the flag -1 is emerged. Otherwise, just keep monitoring it and apply if severity is greater than 5%. However, you do need to take into account if you have any other diseases present in your barley crops. Don't use terbinafine on its own for products such as mildew or net blotch. The use of strobilurins-based products will effectively reduce leaf rust severity. However, do not use strobilurin on its own if you have mildew already present at high severity.
Finally, I would like to thank the Mark Wood, Canberra West Advested, to facilitate this trial to happen, and GRDC for their financial support. Thank you.